Hey yo, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another coding session with me, Adrian. I have had an interesting day. Hope everybody else has. At least interesting in a good sense. Talked to another homeless fella in my community after providing a wonderful meal. That was just kind of a random thing that took place. And before that, I also ate with a startup company team. Just chit-chatted with them about some of the data science stuff that they're doing here in the city of Seattle. Pretty cool stuff. We ate some crazy good hybrid, like Korean, Japanese, Southern, something chicken and waffle, like combo stuff. It was amazing. It's called Watson's Counter on 15th Street out here in Ballard. Yeah, I was impressed. I was seriously impressed. I'm not used to being that impressed by, I'm not used to being that impressed by new food joints in Seattle. Usually it's just like, whatever, something rando, not specific or anything. So with that, it's been a pretty good day. Like I said, I hope everybody, has been having a good day too. And we're going to roll into some code here. Working on the Twits app again. And I'm going to get other components added that I've been meaning to add since last time. Added this time. So let's go ahead and bounce into the code, because why keep looking at my face, right? Plus, you get my face over here at this side of the window. Yeah, I'm not very good at voices. At least I've been told I'm not very good at voices. So, here's the list of stuff that we're adding so far. And we need to go in. Okay, first off, let's see where we are with our environment. Docker network list. There's our dev twits, Docker PS. The Docker thing isn't running, but it's there. So maybe Docker start, whatever it's called, Cassandra Twits. Okay, so we're up and running there. Gonna give it about 30 seconds. Because you always got to give the services a second or two to start. We'll get going. And then we'll dive in and use some of those services. In the meantime, I'm going to use some of that great pretzel account. Get some tunes started here. Let's see here. There you go. Now y'all can hear it, right? Cool. I don't know about that song. Yeah, I think we've heard that one before. This looks kind of new. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll have to switch some tunes to something else. All right. So let's just look at that again. It's been up for about a minute. That should get us where we need to go. And I think we already have our schema built out. But since I've written these migrations to be okay to idempotently or idempotently run, let's just run them again. Yep, okay. And then create the table. Hello, Robert Tables. How are you, man? Just breaking shit and writing code. Oh, maybe I should do run against this. Yeah? Oh yeah, already exists. Oh, I need to fix that. Create table if not exists. Look at there, we've already productively done something. Robert Tables gets here and I do something productive in the first like 5 seconds. So that's added, and then make sure it has the appropriate columns. conflicts with the existing column name. Alter table. I wonder if I can do if not exists here. If not exists. Whoa, no. No. Yeah, we're definitely messing up tables. Messing up Cassandra tables today. So let's hear, I think. Alter CQL, alter table. Yeah, if not exists. How do I do that? You could just execute the alter command, ignore the error. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Okay, so we got these tables added. I mean, these table columns added. Follower account, email, etc. And I wanted to add a few more so we could get them into the insert statement here. So that's the table, and these are the columns. Let's look at our insert statement. So here's what we got. A question mark for each column that maps to the columns here in pertinent order. Let's do Twitter user dot, let's see here, screen name, created at, description, email, followers count, friends count, following ID, ID string, list account, location, did email, most of those aren't even listed. Got description. Entities. I don't know what user entities are actually. Oh, favorites count. Follow request sent. Geo enabled. Oh, is that? Let's see what this says. Geo enable is what? Okay, that's a bool. So let's add that, and then let's add Twitter user dot notifications is translator favorites count. We just do that. Profile background color. Profile image URL. I don't know. What's something else we got to add? Like if I'm thinking of storing these Twitter accounts, basically for people like me and you that I want to interact with. Oh, I know what. I wonder if there's a. Yeah, I wonder if this is the URL I'm thinking of. Oops. Twitter user. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. And then Twitter user dot friends count, followers count, entities. I wonder what the tweet count is. Statuses count? Let's do that. Okay, so we got 4 of them then. So bool, a string, and an int. Let's go back over here, and I'm going to actually add them. Well, I should follow the schema creation pattern. So let's go here, new, file, and then 2019, 07, 05. And add table columns. Let's do table more columns dot add. Oh, not add. Dot up. Dot CQL. Let's see. We got these. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna put those in here just for now. It's gonna be just a reference. And take an example here. And let's get them in there. Alter table Twitter accounts. I'm going to add the profile image. That's going to be text. We need to do an alter table Twitter accounts. Add geo enabled, and that's gonna be bool. Oh, I thought there was. Is it Boolean? Ah, now I forgot what the syntax is for it. It's just Boolean. Oh, it's because it doesn't have the dialect selected. Let's get the right stuff in there. There we go. Now it's highlighted appropriately. All right, so we got that in there. We got profile image. Then let's do alter table, Twitter accounts. We're gonna add the profile background image. Let's call it what it is, URI. Alright, that's text. And last one, alter table, twits, accounts, add statuses count as int. Alright, so that should give us the items for creation. Now let's create our drop migration. And that'll be 2019-05. Whoops, 0705. Then add, oh, actually it's a drop, columns, drop, more columns, dot down dot CQL. And the other one actually needs named appropriately. So down here should be called, where's my edit? Well, I guess I'll just open in, there is, oh, just do terminal. There we go, list. So we'll do move 2019-06 to add table columns down CQL to 2019-06 28. I don't know why I did 289. Anyway, down table columns dot down dot CQL. Okay. So re-add that one to the commit. Change this back to this. So we have add, we have down, then we have down here and up here. So let's put this in, and we'll say alter table drop, this, drop that, drop this. Get rid of the type because it doesn't need to be there on column. So alter table blah drop name. Alter table blah drop this thing. Why is, oh, that's because it's not there. Derp. Okay. So that should work. Let's try an up and down migration on that. So first things first, we will run the up. That worked beautifully. Now down. Okay, and we want those to work with, so let's add them back. All right. Let's do this. And not going to commit that just yet. Just going to add migrations for additional columns to store Twitter account details. Hey Andres Amaris, how are ya? Ta-da! Alright, so the migrations are in. just adding some more data to put into the database from the Twitter account pool from the API. And then this next one, oh yeah, let's go ahead and here. In the file name, it should probably be. It probably shouldn't actually have that in the file name, because see, there's up and down here, which is pertinent to the actual ordering of the migration schema. But I shouldn't even have it here. It should just say like originating table columns, new table columns, or something like that. So, and probably just the table name here to state specifically like what it's there to bring up or bring down, right? At least that's the idea. But yeah, good call, or good notice on the inconsistency there that I have. I have not named them very well, honestly. I also don't know why I named the one set of files here, these two, 2019-06-28. So I did that on June 28th, I guess, but I don't know what the 9 is there for. It's probably not even supposed to be there. So in a minute, based on that, I'm going to actually rename all of these and have them named appropriately. But I'm going to go ahead and add these values to the appropriate number of question marks here to those values. So I need to add 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then I need to add things here, which were, if I can do this. I think I can. So location, geo enabled, and then profile image URI is what I named it, and then I named it the profile background image URI, and then status is count. Now I'm going to pull up the migration to get those names, so I make sure I get them right. What's the wrong one? So let's see here. Background image URI. Okay, that I did get correct. Profile image URI. Then geo enabled. And status is count. Alright. So now this should match accordingly. And then if we run build Cassie, yeah, we should. There we go, sweet. So those were added. So now if we pull up the database table, there we go. Hey yo, Cuskaman. How goes it? Just adding those values that I had wanted to add yesterday. Our table's getting pretty big here. So we got all the bits here, as you can see. Just added profile image and profile background image URI. So, and our insert worked. So now I should be able to scroll way over. Yeah, here we go. All there. So now, what I actually want to do is I want to take this ID out of the primary key. And the reason I want to take the ID out of the primary key, and I'm going to go actually tweak the file, is so that I can do an insert blah if not exists and have the primary key basically guarantee unique inserts of data, because by giving it a UUID, every single time I try to insert, it's always unique, right? Because that's part of the primary key right now. Yeah, I'm using Cassandra for a multitude of reasons, but one of the specific reasons is because I work at DataStax, and that's our thing, is Cassandra, and DataStax Enterprise is built on Cassandra. And I'm actually going to make this data pretty big, not particularly the Twitter data, but other data that I'm going to be adding to the system. So I want to show some of the perf differences on the data when you're using a distributed database versus, say, Postgres or SQLite. Even though, holy good gracious, Postgres is frickin' fast, it's an impressive database. I like it. DSL translated SQL. Well, cool. Maybe some of this will be moderately entertainingly helpful in some way. So let's go back. And this is where Andres just pointed out, my naming here is funky. So I'm going to fix the naming, but also I'm going to change the, come back here. There we go. I'm going to create table. So here I'm going to do this. Below air table. Boom. Wiped out. No more table. All gone over here, as you can see. So what I want to do here, though, is do username. And let's actually add the tables, not from this one. I want email. Email is the one. Actually, we'll leave it here for the moment, but I'm going to put it in here. So email is text. So, and this will then be username and email. All right. So now, that's up, this is down, this is up. Don't need that to be there. And down does not need to have email there either now. So Twitter does. Yeah, no, that's a good point. So the email is not going to change. I guess you could technically change that. So Twitter has, so like the way I'm putting this in here is for like personal collection and stuff. So if somebody changed their ID, it'd kind of be okay if I had one that's still mapped by user ID to another one that exists with like an email change or an email that's still the same, but the username changed, right? Because then that would show kind of the history of that user changing and what they previously were. So then I could link all stuff that I've been interacting with them on before. So I should add the Twitter ID. I might even have it in here somewhere. I got a bunch of columns, but it is unique, but it's not, it's unique to Twitter, not particularly to the other things that I would add to what I have. So I want my own UID, but definitely a good idea to pull that Twitter ID also from the API. So as soon as I rename these, which I'm going to do right now, we'll go back and we'll check that out. All right. Because I'm pretty sure that they have some type of unique identifier. If it's not a UUID, it's some other thing, some other whiz-bang magical thing that they've come up with over the years. So let's see here. Drop table, create table, did that. So let's just, how about if we just, show in files. That's what the command is. There we go. All right, now I can F2 it. So 0325, this is the Twitter accounts table. Let's do this, Twitter accounts table like that. That's the down. And then this is the up. There, so that's how I should be naming them right there. So then this one, here, let's do the original columns. So we'll say, I'm going to take that 9 off. I don't know what it's for. Twitter account, columns. Oh yeah, it does actually rename. Oh yeah, let me look at that in just a second. I'm gonna rename the pair to this one real quick though. This one. Oops. let's see, shoot, what did I do? Okay, up, down table, and then Twitter account columns, up, down, this, yeah. Yeah, because the way the... So then you have more columns and then more columns. So those need rename. So let's go in here. Yeah, I'm going to add all those. Why did that one... Oh, because it still has a 9. But if I do refactor and rename, yeah, it does do the file. And what's interesting is for certain languages, it'll rename the file, and being that you usually map a class name to a file, it'll rename the class name. And if you go in and have that mapping like in C# and Java, when you rename the class name, it'll actually rename the file that it's in so the file name matches the class name, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if it's going to do something as whiz-bang fancy for my CQL stuff, but it's good to know what it does for the other code bits. So right here, let's see, I did that. Yeah, okay, that did it. And then, what is my shortcut key in here right now? Shift F6. Let's see if I can do that. Shift F6. So, call this Twitter account more columns. Well, actually, I can do that. And then this one, Alt F6. Well, now it did something weird. Oh, Shift F6. There we go. Beautiful. Yes, exactly. I use, I have a C# hour I do on the DataStax devs channel, and I use Writer for that and have used ReSharper in the past with Visual Studio. Freaking crazy useful. Best refactoring tools in the market. And I don't know how Go is supposed to map, but I bet you it does it too. As soon as I figure out the exact mapping that's supposed to be convention-based, I bet I end up stumbling on that too. So all right, we got all those renamed. We got that added column. So let's get a good commit in here. Added columns to insert, and renamed schema migrations accordingly. Okay, now the other thing I want to do now is actually get commit and push. Yes, push. I want to actually get the Go tool in here that does like 2 weeks. Oh yeah, well, you know, Sublime and Vim have a lot of the refactorings too, and you can use Vim mappings in any of the JetBrains stuff. So check it out. Like if I go to File, Settings, and then go to the plugins, and then done. I'll stop being stupid thing. Find it. Oh, Marketplace, Vim. Yeah, look at this. Idea Vim, Vim extensions, etc. So like this basically is an emulator. So you're using this IDE, and you have all the refactorings of this IDE, but you have all the Vim mappings and other characteristics that you want from Vim, which is pretty badass. I have also used that, like when I'm pairing with somebody that likes to use Vim a lot, I'll add these in there, and then they can do the Vim stuff, and then I can do the whatever I need to do stuff. This looks cool. While I'm in here, I guess I'll add a plugin, right? Oh, there's updates. CSV plugin, cloud code. I don't remember what that is. Oh, Kubernetes, material theme, yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, do all those. Get to work, Nyan Cats. All right, good. All done there. And postpone for just a second. Let me look at this again real quick. Okay, no changes. So we're good there. But what I want to make sure now, so I'm going to close IDE here in a second, and we'll make sure that Migrate is working. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to have up, down, completely, like basically I want a whole dev up, dev down that covers all of the steps. of bringing the Docker image up, bringing Cassandra up, doing all that, and going through all the migrations and bringing basically migrations up or down. So I'm going to have just a pure dev up, dev down, like I have here, where it's just the container and the network. And then these up and downs, I'm going to put in them everything so that it'll do the dev up, it'll do the migrations, etc. And then I'll have one for migrations. So we'll have infrastructure as a separate set, then schema migrations as a separate set, and then scripts that will do all of it. So let's see where we are with that. Let's see if I actually have the migrate command right now. Oh, I do not. Okay. So I need to get out there and get that. We're going to take a look at the Golang migrate library then, in that case, so we can bring it down. This is all up to snuff here. I'm going to go ahead and exit out. Nice. Yeah, it's a good thing to do, seriously. Let's see here. So we finished this. Finished adding additional datas. Assign it to myself. Close the comment. And yes, I know I need to get in there and really add some of the other issues of the stuff that I'd like to add. And again, if any of you would like any specific features for this, because I'd like to make it usable where anybody can go in and use it. Because you don't have to use it specifically against Twitter. You can use some of the other commands. I'd like to make it where it makes useful parsings of other things. And also just provides good code samples for all that kind of junk, right? You know, parsing stuff out to JSON or XML or whatever you have that you're trying to work with. And so far it does that. It has examples for all that stuff because it does that with our stuff that we're doing. All right, so that knocks us down to 2 issues. Let's add, let's add one issue for feature requests. Yeah, enable working with actual Golang migrate CLI. Migrate CLI. Oops. That's over here. Golang migrate. Let's go find it. Cool. I'll do that. I've got quite a few that I want to add. So I'll get in there and start doing some of those in just a little bit. This next thing that I definitely want to stream though, because this is a cool library that's very useful. And it does a fair bit of what I intend to do with the Cassie/Cassandra schema migrator that I'm writing in C# for my DataStax devs C# hour. But it does core schema migrations for like, well, look at the tags here, right? Cassandra, Postgres, SQLite, MySQL, Neo4j, MongoDB, blah, blah, blah. Like the whole list, right? It's really great. Yeah, I'm feeling that too these days, honestly. Hopefully we'll look into that and get some more integrated into the project, because this specific project needs integration tests more than it needs anything. It's not doing a lot of CLI logic. It's parsing stuff, but not a lot of like logic flow. But it's working against things that need integration tests. Like it needs verified that it works against those things. So let's see here. We're going to go in here. And I'm going to actually fork this sucker. Oh, I already have it forked. So let's go in here and do this. Open up the terminal. And we're going to get into, I'm going to put it in the right directory here. Let's see here. CD, make dir. Oh, no, wait. I need to go into, here's GitHub. And Adrian, git clone. Oh, I have it in there. Dad burn it. C, migrate. Okay. And git remote -v. Yep, it's just there. All right. So we need to add the upstream. Git remote, add upstream. Add upstream. All right, cool. So then git pull, was it upstream master? And then git push origin master. Ta-da, cool, okay. So now, do you have the command enabled in here? No, of course not. Okay, let's go down to the README. What are the instructions here? Database URLs, migration sources, CLI usage, basic usage. Right, how about, doesn't it have install directions somewhere? I know it has specific install directions. That's why I'm looking for them. Oh, here you go, development guide. So I need to go through this most likely. All right, so I got the Docker running. Use a version of Go that supports modules. Yep, check. Fork this repo and git clone somewhere to blarg. Okay. Oh, let's actually go do that then. List cd go source GitHub cd golang migrate list cd migrate git pull. That'd be cool too, honestly. Because then we could Docker compose. Yeah, matter of fact, if you can, let me write that. Let's see here. Issues, feature requests, new feature. Enable. Wow, it pre-populated with that crap. That's weird. Anyway, add DockerCompose support. Basically, tweak the existing Docker setup so that DockerCompose can be used to bring up the environment and bring down the environment. I did a whole Docker introduction to Docker course, and it's on Pluralsight. And I think it's been up there for like 6 years now, and I barely remember a damn thing I put in that. But then, of course, it's a bit aged out at this point because there's so much additional stuff and so many things have tweaked and changed. Make file for shorter commands. Hey, I'm all game for that too. So let's add this one for this feature dev. Well, not really feature dev. It's like a enhancement to the repo. So I'm gonna mark it as both. And let's see. Oh, I haven't added you on the team. Let's add you. How do I do this? Come on. All right, give me a second. As always, here, just watch my cool login thing. All right, there we go. So are you this on? All right, I think that's you. If not, let me know right now and I'll cancel that one and send it to you. Cool. All right, and then where'd my mouse go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Back over to issues. And I'll get you assigned to that one. Oh, I guess you have to add yourself real quick. Or go, click the OK button or whatever it is that it gives you. I always forget. I'm going to keep writing the description and add the other two. So the other one is, let's hear, add script support to call migrate to DockerCompose process. That kind of seems to say what it means. So enhancement, push dev, good first issue. There you are. Cool. I dig it. Awesome. I really appreciate you jumping in on this. Oh, come on, GitHub update. There you are. And then the other thing you were saying. Oh yeah, make files. Hell yeah. Oh, this is that song again. I gotta look at this song real quick. Oh, nice. Black Soul's Life Force. All right. So the other one is create, make, file for build, commands, etc. Create, make, file. Feel free to like add, you know, any information you want to this too. Because I am wide open for however that should work. Boom. And also I got modules are working on here now. So like the dependency tree junk is like way simplified. Should make the make files simpler too. So they don't have to go out and like grab all that crap. So we got it. Yep, there we are. Cool. Thank you again. Thank you for the code. We'll get it all working and have all sorts of badass stuff going on here. And I don't know what I was doing with that one. All right, yeah. So now back to Golang migrate. Ah. Okay, so Golang migrate. You'll probably like Cuskman, you'll like the makefile they got set up for Golang migrate. It's pretty badass. It does basically all the bits. You know, the stuff it's supposed to do. There you go. Check that out. It's got a clean build, test short test, which like spools up a Docker base and all sorts of stuff and tries out like each of the databases. Takes like an hour or something like that, but kind of perfect for what we're trying to do with this too. So you know that worked out pretty good. All right, so then down here in the development guide, so it says make sure to do that, make sure to do that. Fork this repo, get cloned to blah. Ensure Go modules are enabled. Check. And we're all set correctly. Install Golang CLI. Actually, let me make sure here. Code. Okay, just adding export Golang, like go module 1 equals on. Oops. On. So basically I'm just adding this to my bash RC file, which is that, right? So now if I echo, whoops, source, ta-da! Okay. So modules on. I don't know if I installed this. Let's go look at this. I'm not sure if I installed it on this machine, I should say. Binary will be or install block into bin. Alpine Linux. Let's do. Let's do this then. Let's see if actually I'm gonna do that and then check to see if I have it. Golang lint. Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Was it that? I thought it was. Wait, it just had it here somewhere. Oh yeah, shit. You're right. Fixin'. There we go. All right. So that didn't work. Install into curl this. Or do I even need this? I guess I do. Oh, but I need to add the version dot, which is. What is the version? Ah! Wait, what's the... Damn it, I want the version. So we'll go to... Wait, where are releases? I'm losing my mind. Right in... Oh, releases. Right in front of me. 117.1. Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. So 1.17.1, and I think that'll get it. Let's, ow, let's give it a go. God, just knocked the shit out of my funny bone. No? Oh, do I need a... I keep doing that. Golang lint. Is my thing not mapped? Oh, it's got the Docker images. I don't want to run a Docker image for it though. Yeah, that's why I was just gonna do that for the Golang lint, but I feel like maybe I should. I feel like I should do this now. Well, what did I do here? So go. Oh, crap. That ain't gonna work, is it? I need to do this. One dot 17.1. Whatever. Why is bin dot? Oh, Okay, so that's there. Wait. So wait, it doesn't need to be bin there. I need to go into here, then source. Oops, no, I need to go into here and then run that command. Does it say that? No. Okay, whatever. That's stupid. Frustrating stuff. There we go. So then 117.1. Now, okay, I guess I don't have bin. Oh yeah? That'd actually be kind of cool too, because then we know that our builds are respectively working on Ubuntu and Red Hat. I'm also thinking about getting some other distros up and running myself, because like well, actually, you've probably seen it. I use Budgie half the time, but that's just Ubuntu too. But I'm thinking of getting like a Synoz and some other ones running, just to use different disparate ones. Maybe even get a FreeBSD running, just to get it running as, if anything, like just as a build server option, right? To make sure that the command works on all OSs that I want to send it to. I don't know. Could be fun. Be worth a good Twitch session, you know, just like a how-to Twitch session. Hack it together, get it all working. Da-da-da. Oh, what am I? Oh, of course I'm following the weird thing. Let's see what this does. So funny. What? No. Whatever. When I just need to map the damn... I guess I don't have my bin directory mapped to run. No, I don't. What is the... I'm trying to think of path. And then go /bin. Right, is that... Let's... I'm wondering if it's... Is it that? Go add bin to path. Here we go. User local. That's what I want. Because even though I have modules installed, there's like all that, the stuff is still in that directory. Right. Well, that's what I mean. Add those OSs to the CLI process. Yeah, okay, so it should be doing lint. Oh, you suck. No? Alright, what the heck did I do wrong? Anyway. Oh, am I typing the stupid command wrong? Oh, this is a serious pain in the ass. Why is this not working? Did I miss? I've missed something. So user local go bin, right? Oh, cd user local go bin. Oh, that's not what I wanted to add. I wanted to add. I see what I did wrong. Derp. I added this. I didn't need that. I needed to add export path equals path not cd this and cd go source nope bin and pwd. Need to add this. Make sure all the stuff in my bin is executable. So home Adrian go / bin. So I needed that. That was so trippy. Excuse me if I talk to myself. I always do. But guests have appeared. Hello. Alright, so now that nonsense works, let's get in here. Alright, so confirm test. So we want to do Golang CI dash lint run. Okay, so bring this thing back up. Source, GitHub. Get back into, I'm gonna actually go into mine. Or no, I'll just follow it just in case. Migrate. Something does not. Cutterva. Then, oh shoot, what was I doing? I don't think that's what I was actually trying to look at. I wanted to do, oh, Golang dash migrate. Yeah, okay. And then migrate. So wait, if there's one in this level, yeah, let's remove the migrate here. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. Oh, sorry. Now, there we go. Okay, so Golang migrate, and then we move into migrate here. Boom, all that stuff, and it said run Golang CI dash lint run. Yeah, there we go. Now stuff's happening. So after that, we want to do make. We make test short. Yeah, working. Let's do this. Let's do new tab. There we go. Clear. So I wonder if this and the other thing can run at the same time. We're gonna find out. Ha ha ha. So yeah, it uses the make file to go and get all the dependencies, which is great and fine. And it gets the sources too from these other repos, so that we have Postgres, MySQL, Redshift, Cassandra, Spanner, CockroachDB, ClickHouse, MongoDB, and SQL Server. Whoa, that's new. SQL Server, new bits. Loading module requirements. Ah. So yeah, this probably flaked out just because the other bit's running. V4 database of what? Memory map, V4 CLI, Migrate database. Yeah, so this is going to start going through the databases. So then we'll have the migrate, and we can use the migrate command. I think you can go get the migrate command by itself just from the the releases directory, right? So like Kuskoman, whenever you're working on this with DockerCompose, you can just go out and grab whatever the release is for migrate. Yeah, v44, and that should give you all the bits. Oh yeah, check it out. There it is. SQL Server support. And then you just run it. You don't have to go through all this build stuff. I wanted to do this because I have some other stuff some other perspective work where I need to go in and contribute to this for some tweaks we're prospectively going to do on DataStax Enterprise. So that's what that's for. Let's see here. And yeah, so this should work pretty good. Oh, they added MongoDB back there. Properly quote Postgres identifiers. Sweet. Freaking stoked. So that'll make our migrate environment much better. Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Let me open this back up while that's running. Now, there's one thing that's a little weird. Because I'm writing this stuff into a Cassandra database, and Cassandra is set up to run multi-node, I would need to have prospectively multi-nodes to do an actual cluster database within the Docker environment. But just from a resource perspective, I'm only using one node. One node still works as a read-write database, right? Also, that makes it so that it's basically like I'm using Postgres or something like that from this context. As things grow, though, I would add more nodes like out on a production system, which I intend to do at some point. But for Docker, because I have a specific node that needs an IP attached to it, I set up a network beforehand so that I can get an IP range and then set that up. But anyway, I'll show you in code here. Yeah. So the first thing I do is I set up some variables for IP, subnet, and gateway. Then I bounce in and do the Docker network right there, where you see, and I assign it to subnet and gateway. So pretty standard Docker network, right? I set it attachable so I can add a container to it, and I give it the name dev_twits. Then here I don't know why I listed. I forget why I did that. Oh, I did the list and inspect just so I see the results come back whenever I do dev up or dev down. Then for the Cassandra node, I actually name it Cassandra Twits, run it, set the network to dev twits, and give it its specific IP, right there. And then I set a broadcast address. And this broadcast address right here is basically set to the IP of what the node will be, because that variable passes it into Docker based on the like kind of standard Apache Cassandra node installation on that container, right? Like I didn't name that. I just passed it the IP. And then after that, standard -IT -D for disconnected head, right? And then Cassandra 3.114. That's the V4 is out now, but it's pretty new, and I just went with the last solid stable V3 version. So pulls from the 3.114 Cassandra repo release node, whatever, for that particular container image. Anyway, I run that and then just do an inspect against it just so I can see that it's gotten the IP in that initial run. So when I go run it in here, oh wait, what is my, what do I call it? Oh yeah, schema migrations. Then when I run dev up, I just get all a bunch of nice results, right? Or if I run it again, idempotently, or indempotently, however people say that, it just spits out all the results of the ones that are there running already, right? I see it says already in use, but that's fine, because then it just gives me the inspect, right? That's all that information. And same thing with the network up here. Subnet, gateway, and somewhere down here, yep, there's the IP of that. And also by giving it an IP, I then can go in here in the IDE and like actually go specifically to that IP, because I know, is it not? It's not rendering right. Or, oh, it's rendering behind that. So then I can go in here and actually look specifically at the parts of the database and everything. So let's see this. Oh, so now also with that installed though, if I go in here and I go to Cassandra and then I say migrate, oh, that's, I gotta go get a sample command here. Oh, that's a really crappy example migration. I might have to submit them a example one. But that works. So the migrate force, I just want the command. Somewhere there's a sample. Sandra just looked in there. See, it basically looks like this, kinda, to run the migrate with this command. I bet I know where one is, though. I bet I actually have one in truck services base, I think. Is it in here? Nope, it's not in there. I know I have the freaking thing somewhere. Docker examples program. Well, maybe I have it in my fork of that. Nope. Come on, stop flaking out. There we go. Yeah, so does that kind of explain the Docker stuff, though? Let's see here. Golang, migrate, Cassandra, example. I don't want that one. That's the old stuff. Well, maybe we'll start with this. There was an example that was so much better, though. Okay, let's do this. So in here, in the code, dev up. Yeah, this is where it would be. So I'm gonna not run those two things. It'll be this. So I'm just gonna put database up. It's gonna be, what do I call it? Twits. It's right there. And then this would be 172.19.0.10. And this would be Sandra. File, path to migrations. I think that. Maybe. Find out in just a second though. Let's do this. Clear out that. Oh, whoops. Clear list. Oops. What? Doesn't have it. Oh, well. See if I can do this. Yeah, okay, that knocked that out. Oh, and I need to put this in correctly. Let's add IP. Probably don't actually need that. Oh, I don't need 5432. Just need that, yeah. Oh, it's from there, so it would probably be / Cassandra. Oh, let's just do that. And then give it a try. Alright, so where is... So it'd be go... Go... Then... Oh, it says go... Then... There we go. Okay, so go back to where I was at. Codes, twits, schema migrations. And then we'll run it from well, actually I should do hopefully oh, it's not. Ah, Dad, burn it. It's not even where it's at. Shit. It's in. Well, JavaScript, C#, Java. I'm missing a bunch. Gonna start writing C++ soon too, probably in the next month. Again, I should say again, not like for the first time. But that should be pretty interesting. Got a few projects to do with that. Anyway, you get the idea here. of what that is supposed to do. Oh yeah, Rust is on the list too. I got too much stuff really to do. C++ has ulterior motive to it. So there's that aspect to it. All right, so on that note, it's 4:53 p.m. PDT, the freaking West Coast out here. Yeah, well, I want to get into that too. I got a bunch of friends that are already writing in it, doing stuff for some big corps, and I'd like to get more familiar with it. Might be somewhat lucrative and fun. So on this note, I think we got a lot done. Got the migrations added. We got the insert stuff added for the migrations. We got that actually writing to, yeah, they're working in Rust. Down in Portland, there's actually a Firefox, or what's the company that, the organization or whatever that makes Firefox that did Rust, etc. That's there in Portland, and they've actually, I guess they've spawned some work and some enthusiasts in the area, and they're actually writing Rust in some companies. So yeah, Mozilla, that's it. I haven't seen a lot in Rust either, but I think the reason that there's these things popping up is because there's a Mozilla office in Portland, there's a Mozilla office just in San Francisco, and just by the proximity of the office, I think some people have decided to go ahead and jump out there and get into it and write some application code in Rust. And so far, they've really enjoyed it. They really liked what they were able to do with it for the companies that they were working with. So it'll be interesting to dig in more. I'm hoping to go talk to some of those people that have done that and see where they got to with all of it. Because I heard them swear by it and say, it's kick ass, do it. But I haven't got to talk to them much since then. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to commit this stuff. This little bit of stuff I just did. Working on fixing the migrations up, or fixing the migrations. Then I'm going to commit that. Boom. Nyan-Cat run. Run, Nyan-Cat, run. Cool. So all that stuff's in there. Doing pretty good. We got the issues added, which you're going to kick some ass on. It's going to be awesome. Look forward to seeing that stuff. And I believe I will catch everybody Monday. I will probably be doing some music production stuff over the weekend. I keep saying that and hoping to stream it, but I'm not quite set up just yet perfectly, but hopefully I'll get there this weekend. If not, the next weekend I'll be doing the music production stuff, laying down some drum tracks, getting some music together, and then eventually putting it into the stream. So it'd be like kind of like a little railroad siding of work that is done and then brought back onto the main line. So it should be cool. On that note, everybody have fun, and let's see if we can raid somebody. Who do we got doing stuff out there? Anybody at all? It's your TBD gamer. Editing you shouldn't see. Oh wait, what is Jitspo is doing some stuff again. James is doing stuff. What is he up to? He's hacking on the Xamarin again. Dedicated. Oh, I don't wanna. Liz alive. Lies live. Something like that. Any suggested? Jitspo? Think we should raid Jitspo again? It looks like he's not compiling this time, so maybe we'll get into something there. Yeah, that kind of looks like the good option. Get in there and raid Jitspo. So let's see here. Where is my dash? All right. I'm going to raid Jitspo for the second time in a row. Raid Jitspo. It really is just Jitspo. All right. Everybody load up. Getting going here for the raid. Thanks for joining me. I'm out. Raid will start in about 10 seconds here. Yeah, thanks for the help. Customer. Cheerio.